And good Friday evening, everybody. Welcome to Kingfisher High School. Side of tonight's Week 1 playoff contest between the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets and the Dickson Comets. I want to welcome everybody tonight as you're watching Kingfisher High School football here on KingfisherSports.tv. It's brought to you by Johnson's of Kingfisher. Johnson, same name, same family, since 1927. This broadcast is also powered by Pioneer Cellular and its 4G LTE network. Again, hello, everybody. It's Kingfisher versus Dickson. I'm joined tonight not by Sean Scamelhorn, but by Dave Cameron. Dave, welcome. I got to thinking just before the game, outside of Scott Moore, I don't think I've ever called a game with anybody besides Sean. So first time for us to do a football game together.
Well, you're in for a real treat tonight working with me, Swish.
Not just me, but the apparently lots and lots of viewers at home. And we're happy to have you. But sparse crowd on hand so far tonight. Hopefully a late arriving crowd. But chilly weather, the threat of rain, I'm sure, has kept some people away. So we'll see how that works out. But Kingfisher comes into the night 6-3. Dickson is 1-9 in this contest. It's a weird year this year, Dave. Kingfisher's in the playoffs for the 21st consecutive year. But everybody made it this year because of COVID-19, and because of some uneven play in district. Everybody made it, so that's why we're seeing a 1-9 team in the districts here, or in the playoffs here, because everybody got in should they choose, and Dickson chose to play this game. So next week we'll get back to what we consider, quote unquote, the real playoffs. People are calling this the play-in week, but next week. We'll have that real playoff format, but the OSSA did extend the playoffs this year by a week to allow everybody to come in.
And teams have the option.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, you didn't. If you're a 1-9 team, you didn't have to.
You did not.
You could just simply forfeit.
So they were 7th in District 3A2, where the Dickson Comets, I think, Medill 6th. They said, we're good. So Anadarko, the team Kingfisher beat last week. Anadarko has a bye this week. Was able to get on to the next round without even taking the field, as we're starting to see the captains come take the field here. But speaking of last week, a game I know you watched from home, Dave, the Jackets, perhaps their most impressive performance of the season overall, 42-22 at Anadarko. It's impressive because it was a good road win by 3 scores against a good team, and B, you just didn't know how Kingfisher was going to react after that Heritage Hall loss the week before, where really they just were never in that one, turned it over 5 times the first half, but came back last week almost mistake-free outside of penalties and played a really good game last week.
Well, and you saw right off the bat that, obviously they started out Stevenson there, at quarterback and that kind of a different set, but when they did bring Jax in, they let him throw some stuff underneath and get him back comfortable and get his confidence back before they really kind of turned him loose after the Heritage Hall game. So I thought the coaches did a great job of transitioning, letting him get his confidence and then start working the ball down the field.
Yeah, he had an interception last week, but that was a pass that went right through Stevenson's hands, was on the money to Stevenson, and that was really the only mistake Stevenson had all week, as he accounted for all 6 touchdowns.
He's not bad.
ran for 3. Caught 2, threw for another, as looks like Dickson has won the coin toss and has opted to receive, so Kingfisher will kick. And so we'll get to that here in just a minute. But again, Kate Stevenson with the huge game last week accounted for over 200 yards. Jack Sternberger, as you said, very efficient, very effective, almost mistake-free. And Slade Snodgrass had a monster game, career-high 13 tackles last week on the defensive side. And it seemed like in that game, every time Anadarko, because Kingfisher built that 21-0 lead, Anadarko scored at the end of the half, got the ball to start second half. But, Kingfisher denied the Warriors and went down and scored again. But every time Anadarko would try to get in the game, the Jackets had an answer. We'll see if they can do that tonight. Dickson, as I said, they come in at 1-9. They've lost 3 games in a row. They've scored 102 points all season long. 47 of those came in their lone win, and that was against Little Axe, and they give up 36.2 points per game. So definitely on paper, your Yellow Jackets here are the favorite tonight. Let's see, we've got about 2.5 minutes before kickoff of this contest. Dickson is taking the field. I don't know if the Jackets are ready to come out yet or not. So we'll go ahead and take a quick timeout, and we'll come back with first half action right after this.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
Yes, sir. You simply can't beat the Ram 1500s and 2500s. Hi, it's Jeff Johnson here at Johnson's of Kingfisher. The 1500s and 2500s are Hemi-powered, designed for comfort and programmed with the latest technology. Start by first having a look at the new 1500s and 2500s featuring Ram Power Day pricing at johnsonsofkingfisher.com. Then come meet the kind of dealership found in a place like Kingfisher. From the showroom to our award-winning service department, find a friendly auto family right here at Johnson's of Kingfisher, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Same name, same family since 1927.
All right, welcome back. Thanks again. I do want to say before we get started, as the Jackets are getting ready to take the field, playoffs are a different beast. It's a skosh more expensive to put on a broadcast for the playoffs. We do have to purchase the broadcast rights. So sponsors go above and beyond their initial commitment of the regular season. So the sponsors you hear about this week, we truly appreciate those. We were able to reach most of them throughout the week, and pretty much everybody that we were able to talk to said, yeah, sign us up. We want to help do these playoff games as the Jackets do take the field. So the sponsors you hear from tonight, just know that not only were they with us during the regular season, but also sticking with us here in the playoffs. And what we hope, Dave, this is the start of at least, we'd like to see the Jackets play for another month.
Yeah, for sure. And we always encourage people to, if you see John Johnson, tap him on the shoulder and say, hey, we appreciate it because, in a small town like this, it means a lot, and it's a big commitment for, from, Johnson. I mean, as big as an operation as they are, it's still a big commitment.
It is. And honestly, and somebody like Johnson, and I actually crafted a fairly long email and just kind of telling them about the season and, what we've done and what we hope to do and maybe a little bit about basketball as well. And within just a couple of minutes, Jeff Johnson had replied back. He said, we're in. I said, I took a lot of time on that email, and I don't think you read it all. And he says, no, but he says, but we want to do it regardless. So we're in it. And we're fortunate that we have a lot of sponsors in that way. And we appreciate them.
Yeah, and you think he's jacked up about basketball season at all?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think everybody is. But like I said, basketball season is supposed to start December 1st, and everybody out there watching, with the exception of Jared Reese, probably hopes it gets delayed because it means the Jacket football team is still going strong.
That's right. A regular occurrence around here.
All right, so it will be a bank first kickoff to start this contest. Again, playoff round, 21st straight year, and I tell this every year. I'll finish the story I'm about to start.
How far does that coach-wise go back?
Just two coaches.
Just two coaches, okay.
Rick Van Cleve, Jeff Myers, who's in his 17th season, and we are underway. Now, Stan Blundell did say this young man right here is dangerous. That's number 21, Jay-Z Bennett, and he gets automatically a quick kickoff return. We'll see him in the backfield. They'll run some wildcat with him. He'll be, a little bit at running back, but a good return and good field position for the Comets to start the game at the 40.
Yeah, I think that was maybe Munoz over there that kind of escorted him out of bounds. These jerseys are tough. This color jersey, Kingfisher.
This is my least favorite uniform, so I'm going to apologize to every parent out there watching live and watching the replay. I'm going to not give your kid credit at the right time because, already potential penalty to start the game. But if and when these young men start sweating, it gets even more difficult. These uniforms should be banned. Yeah. I'm going to cuss Jeff Myers after the game.
Yeah, imagine them from the top of Boone Pickens Stadium in a championship game.
No. They're already ants up there. Well, are we going to get a snap? If you guys are watching, hit us up. A lot of you know Dave. Text him, text me, Facebook me, Twitter me. I'm not on that Parler or
yeah, I was going to say Parley you.
I don't do any of that, so you're going to have to go with that regular social media. 1st and 10 for the Comets. And it will be, looks like Bennett to get the ball. Oh, that's not Bennett. That will be Johnny Smith to start the game. He gets nothing.
Yeah, Will Taylor.
We'll get to our Cimarron Electric defensive starters here in a moment. The Jackets go with this 3-4 defense. Up front, T.J. Parker, Camden Foster, and Harrison Evans, a sophomore. The linebackers, as you said, Will Taylor, who's in on that tackle, Tate Taylor, Slade Snodgrass, the man we mentioned in our pregame, and Alan Munoz, who's in on the tackle on the opening kickoff, 2nd down and 10 for the Comets. It looked like a hold right there.
Big time. Yeah, it was definitely seen.
So that's going to, should the Jackets accept this penalty, it's going to be 2nd and 20. In the defensive backfield, Caleb Dick starting at cornerback tonight, as is Mason Mecklenburg. Your safeties, Jarrett Birdwell, and the aforementioned Cade Stevenson. Cade had 6 tackles to go along with the 6 touchdowns last week, and they do take the penalty.
You're right. These binoculars are not very good, by the way.
Yeah. I had a fantastic pair for a number of years, and they just disappeared, and I did not get a good pair to replace them with. A little sweep here, and I do believe that's Bennett. There's that speed that Blundell talked about. As he gets back to 10 yards they lost, plus another 1.5, 2 yards. Looks like it's going to be 3rd down and 8 for the Comets.
Yeah, he definitely, when he gets the edge there, he can definitely get going right direction.
Yeah, Stan said that was definitely a player he was worried about, was number 21, and they tried to get him the ball in a lot of different ways. Stan was impressed. When I say Stan, defensive coordinator Stan Blundell, impressed with a lot of things that the Comets run. Keep it on the ground here. Well,
3 missed tackles.
It took a while, but eventually they got Smith down, and it's going to be 4th down and about 5 for Dickson. We'll see what the Comets choose to do here.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. They are going to bring, looks like a punt team out.
Let's say 1-9 and on the road, a heavy underdog. Well, we got one viewer tonight for sure, and that's old Mom, always watching. Mom's watching from home. Angled that punt. Pretty good kick and a good bounce. It's going to go down inside the 25, but it was a Pioneer Security defensive stand for the Jackets. There they go.
Probably a lot of generic stuff for the offense.
Yeah. I think for 3 weeks in a row, I've grabbed a pen that's out of ink, and I keep trying to use it.
Here, grab that one.
Nah, I'm good. I've got one. So Kingfisher with the ball at its own 21. Jackets told me tonight that probably have Mason Mecklenburg, Jacket coaches, I should say, Mason Mecklenburg in the offensive backfield to start the game, and he gets the carry First play, I'm going to assume. I can't see numbers well.
Yeah, it's him.
Look at that. Breaks the tackle, and he's still going. Got the F&M Bank first down and more, all the way down across midfield, inside the 40, down to the 36, 37-yard line.
Yeah, that's about 40, 45 yards there, and about 42 of it after he looked like he was wrapped up.
That was an excellent run by Mecklenburg to start the game. Gets all the way to the 37. Second down for the Jackets.
He's gone. They ain't going to tackle him.
I'm going to assume, is that Cade Stevenson?
That was Cade, yes.
You got the binoculars. I cannot
Yeah,
see a
that's
single number.
That's him.
Cade, another F&M Bank first down. He gets down inside your Kingfisher electric red zone. It's going to be first and goal for the Jackets. So 2 run plays, 2 big gains, 2 first downs, and the Jackets are knocking on the door of a potential touchdown here. I think Sternberger keeps that one. We got penalty flags thrown, and Sternberger gets into the end zone, but we'll see what the flags are here. That's usually not a good sign for the offense.
Nope, I think it's definitely probably going to be a hold.
You are correct.
I can't bring Scam's knowledge he's got, but I know a hold when I see it.
There's a joke in there somewhere. But I'm going to save it until I know for sure the Scam's watching. First and goal for the Jackets, but backed all the way up to the 18, 19-yard line. They'll just pitch it out here and give it to, I'm assuming, Stevenson. Again, if you're just joining us, I cannot see a number out on the field.
That is him.
I'm going to have to watch. Actually, I can look at our feed here on the laptop. I can see numbers better than I can with my own eyes. Be second down. We got Eli Johnson. He's watching along with his dad. They're watching from home. Eli was our cameraman last week in Anadarko. Hopefully for some basketball games as well. We'll see. See if we can work that out. How about to the near side and just easy cruising into the end zone. Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown. That is Cade Stevenson from 13 yards out. And, Dave, that was almost too easy right there.
Well, and that's what I say. You're going to see a lot of generic. I mean, really, Jack's just turned and pitched it three plays in a row there?
Yeah.
Student body right, student body left, back left there. And you know,
I don't think Cade even got to 3/4 speed on that 13-yard run. It was just he knew he had good blocking all the way and didn't have to exert himself. And the extra point is up from De La Torre, and the extra point is through. So at 8:27 of the first quarter, the Jackets lead this one 7-0. We'll be right back. Dave Cameron getting a shout out from Jace Sternberger.
the big fella.
Yeah. He's,
Love that guy.
Watching. Pretty much a has-been here in Kingfisher now. I mean, we've seen Jet go through, and he won twice as many state titles as Jace did here. Jack starting at quarterback as a sophomore. I mean, really, Jace, what have you done here like that?
Yeah, I mean,
so
once you're 10 years out of it, you know, I mean.
Almost forgotten around here, Jace. I'm glad you're watching. Always been there to support his younger brothers. He's, made trips from College Station to watch his brother play in the state title game. And, he was here watching a couple of years ago.
And he's a pretty busy guy.
Well, Bank first kickoff coming up. Jackets lead this one 7-0. high short kick, going to be fielded at the 21-yard line. Don't kick it to 21, I think was Jeff Myers' only directive prior to that bank first kickoff. David Glover watching. Happy to have Dave watching, and they mark this one at the...
Yeah, Cade Cooper's one that got down there and dragged him down.
8:21 to play in the first quarter. Well, Kent says they're at the 28, so I'm going to go with what Kent says. He's got a better angle than me. Good pursuit there on Smith, and they say the ball's on the ground. A lot of...
Nah, they're saying down.
All right. Wade McDonald is watching, and want to say hello to Wade. Got a lot of people here thinking about you, Wade, and we saw some good news today with your stay in the hospital in a regular room already. Not surprising. We know Wade's a tough fella. He spent a lot of years down on the sidelines helping out this Kingfisher football program. You know, and since he's graduated, I've run into him a bunch. He always comes up and says hi, and, you know, terrible to hear the news this week, but glad to know, Wade, that you're doing better already and already showing some improvement. So we expect to see a lot more, and we're thinking about you. And glad you're watching tonight, Wade.
Yeah, and just so you know, you had 26 cheerleaders down here holding a banner with your name on it. So,
absolutely.
I mean, hey.
Got that going for you. But, yeah, Wade, thanks for watching tonight, and just, you know, keep fighting and keep getting better. Scammahorn is watching.
Uh-oh, I better turn on the A game. I tried to grow the beard in a little bit.
Glover want to know if you're comparing your knowledge to Scammahorns or...
No, not even close. It
Okay.
ain't.
A little end around here, a little misdirection by the Comets. Man, a good stick.
Guess who?
Is that Will Taylor cleaning that up?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's going to set up 4th down and 5 for the Comets. It looks like another Pioneer Security defensive stand. Got Aunt Linda Stevenson. She's watching. Well, I guess Trissel. Is it Trissel or Trissell? I've asked this question on the air before. As they're just going to let that one roll out. Easy there, cowboy. Don't be touching that.
Yeah, that's not dead until you hear the whistle.
That's a good way to get Coach Myers in your ear, not in a good way. But the Jackets do get the Pioneer Security defensive stand. Punt will put the ball down at the 35-yard line, where the Jackets will take over at 6:41 of the first
And you know, I got to thinking we might want to keep watching the clock. There might be some people showing up at 7:30 for that kickoff.
I don't know what you're talking about right there. It clearly said 7.
After a Sharpie.
Yeah, we've got to have a default setting on there, and it didn't regenerate that for us. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. It's Aunt Linda and Nene. They're watching from Stillwater. Thanks for watching, guys. We know you like what you see this year. Sternberger lets a big one fly, but it's picked off. Just a little too much air under that one. Looked like number 25.
Yeah.
Was that Bynum on the interception? So the Jackets went to the air for the first time, and the Comets make them pay. As that was a deep throw there, but it was picked off at the 35.
Well, and you know, I'm gonna give Jackson a little credit there. A receiver could have come back a little bit to it as well and cut that angle off. You know, he was kind of running, you know, come get the ball, you know, is what you're told. So, you know.
You got stopped on his route and just allowed the defensive
wait,
back to
don't wait on the ball to
right.
come to you. There's your lesson I'm trying to get at. Go get it.
1st and 10 for the Comets after the turnover. They're going to go to the air.
Will.
Looks well defended, but a great catch. And that was Smith covered, It just went over everybody and grabbed it.
Yeah, I mean, initially I really thought that was going to be an interception.
Well, it's going to be a hold, so it's not going to matter either way right there.
Yeah. I mean, it was Will Taylor was covered. I mean, he was well covered. Just nice throw.
Susie Rice is watching. She's got a suggestion on who to contact about some good binoculars. Her son, Matt Rice, KHS graduate. You're exactly right. I need to get in touch with Matt. He's a big-time hunter, is he not?
They've got him. Whatever price range you want, I guarantee you.
Well, after this year, my price range has gone way down. So on that 1st and 20 play, not much gained on there, so it'll be 2nd and long.
Yeah, there's your Cade Stevenson coming up from his safety position. I mean, Dickson they've got a lot of kids out for.
Yeah. Well, good read there by the quarterback. He keeps it, and he's going to keep it on the ground. Get across the initial line of scrimmage, but it's still going to be about 3rd down and 8. And is Jack McDonald on that keeper. Got Diana Weems who's watching us.
I played catch with a couple of her grandsons before the game.
Yeah. Brett and Tracy Dick, they're watching as always. McDonald keeps this one, and he's going to get drugged down for a sack.
Yeah, you can tell who Munoz running there.
Yeah.
You can tell when he gets dialed in, he's got a lot of speed.
Yeah, he's fast, and he's usually not kind when he tackles.
Yeah.
So another Pioneer Security defensive stand by the Jackets. So the turnover doesn't hurt Kingfisher. We'll see if they can do something here as the clock is running. 4.5 to play in the 1st quarter. It is suggested that maybe glasses would help me. Glasses aren't going to help, well, they might, but.
I'm going to go ahead and call return right here.
All right. Dave called it. We'll see if it can happen. Oh, great tackle.
Yeah, really.
As Donovan Gaffney just snatched Caleb Dick's shoe out of the air, I believe. I think it was Caleb on the return.
Yeah, it was.
And
yeah, if he could have got cut back there, he was going to get loose, but nice tackle.
ball's at the 47 of Dickson, 4:06 to go in the 1st. Kingfisher's 3rd possession. Everything was on the ground for the first one. It was a touchdown. Went to the air on the first play. The 2nd possession, it was an interception. What do you think they'll do here, Dave?
I think we're going to toss it to the right, toss it to the left. Maybe only twice.
Lance Hightower watching. Yep, this time how about a quick little pass out to the right.
Oh, get out there to the sideline. Use your speed.
Yeah, there's a lot of room out there, but try to cut it up inside. Gain of 2, maybe 3 yards, 2nd down. Lance said I could use this spotting scope next week. Lots of suggestions on.
I was going to say, it's a big-time hunters. There's one right there. Lance is a pretty successful guy, huh?
Second down. Sternberger, the rest of the offense looks to the sideline. I don't think I got to my semi-electric offensive
here's
starters.
Man-to-man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Did somebody see this?
Yeah.
Delay a game. Waited too long there. So the Jackets penalty. There you go, Rana. Second down.
Run.
Yep, Sternberger directing traffic. Yeah, some guy made a business decision
hang
there
on.
and sidestepped a block, and that's going to allow Sternberger to go all the way into the end zone. How about a 50-yard Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown run, Jack Sternberger?
Yeah, very patient there.
Yeah.
As he just kind of waited on the defender to make his decision, and then he turned on that speed. And
The defender decided he didn't want to get blocked, so he took himself out of the play, and there was nobody else down there. So Jack Sternberger with the Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown run went right through that Kingfisher Electric red zone.
yeah, kind of looked like his quarterback's coach there back in the day.
Yeah, it sure did. Old D-Pat. Next point is up and through. 3:01 of the first quarter. Jackets lead this one 14-0. We'll be right back.
Dennis's Express Pharmacy in Kingfisher offers fast, friendly service, including free delivery, free mail-out, free blood pressure, and much more. Come see us at 1308 South Main Street. Our convenient store hours and drive-through window make it easy for you to shop for your healthcare needs. We're proud sponsors of all Kingfisher activities, programs, students, and staff. Dennis's Express Pharmacy says, go Jackets!
As a local, member-owned electric cooperative, Cimarron Electric is committed to providing the highest quality of service at a reasonable price. We're dedicated to serving our member owners with integrity, accountability, innovation, and a commitment to community. For more information, call or visit our website. Cimarron Electric Cooperative, serving Northwest Oklahoma since 1936 and powering the needs of a new generation.
Jack Sternberger with your Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown run. Shout out to F&M Bank because he got 5 of those first downs. He only get credit for 1, but set up this kickoff.
Well, and his speed's deceiving. I mean, you know, when he got her turned on there, he got to rolling downhill pretty good.
We've said all along for many a year he's the best Sternberger.
Yeah. I don't know about. He's got pretty big shoes to fill.
I know. And I asked Jason about that once. You know, he might have more pressure on him coming up to high school than any Kingfisher athlete ever.
Yeah, 100%.
Bank first kickoff, fair catch called for. Well, one guy called for a fair catch, another guy caught the ball. That was Kane Stewart who ended up getting it in a short return, but. With what his 2 brothers accomplished, and if you have that Sternberger name on your jersey, then you're already a target.
Yep, 100%. 100%.
But he gave a great answer. Jax is Jackson. We'd never put any pressure on him. Each of our sons are different or is different.
Well, I got news for you. I saw their mama play back in high school, and they already had pressure from me.
Yeah. So Dickson at its own 35, 2:58. There's going to be nothing going on first down. In fact, it's going to be a sack.
Yeah, good job by the defensive line there, just coming through, and linebackers coming with them, and just nowhere to go. Lost there.
Chloe, Callie, David Blair, they're watching from the couch tonight. Got a lot of people assuming it's just bad eyes on my part. It could be, but
it's bad. It's decent eyes, but a really good camera of what you're seeing at home. I can assure you that it's not that easy.
He's suggesting Shelly's sister, Jennifer, old KHS alum, good optometrist. Need to go see her. Got one next door to me right now. As we're going to have a timeout called on the field. This timeout is going to be brought to you by Medic Pharmacy and Gifts of Kingfisher. We'll keep it right here, right now, 2:09 to go in this first quarter. But as expected, Dave, Jackets fairly dominant, 14-0, despite that turnover on the big play. It's been all Kingfisher so far in this one.
And I think if you, and maybe you've talked to Coach Myers, but he would probably prefer maybe to play this week. I
think so.
I mean, no disrespect to Dickson, but, we kind of know what the outcome's going to be.
Yeah.
But it's good to come out, go through the routines. You don't necessarily want a week off once the playoffs start.
No, it's football. You practice, all week for that carrot at the end of the week that's dangling there at the game. Mm-hmm. And so if you don't have that, it's tough, to go 2 weeks before you play again, which a lot of people are looking at this week. Of course, the Jackets play the winner of Mount St. Mary at Lone Grove tonight. Lone Grove leading that one 7-0, according to the old score.
Well, and also they coming off their best complete game of the year.
Yeah.
So you want to follow that
Carry
up
that
and,
momentum,
and reward them.
A roll out pass there is almost complete. It looked like it was in and out of the hands. Carson Pettifer. It's going to be 3rd down and 11. Always, I look at these scores on the Score app. I always forget we've got this ticker up top.
Yeah, it's really nice. That's really nice watching at home.
I programmed that myself, believe it or not. Do you believe that?
I do believe it. It might have taken you a week.
Got lots of stories for you then. 3rd down and 11. I can barely plug this computer in.
Just Google it.
If it wasn't for Russell, these broadcasts wouldn't happen. 3rd and 11. Another roll out to the left and an incomplete pass. There's nowhere for McDonald to really throw it, so another Pioneer Security defensive stand.
And I think, it was definitely Caleb Dick over there, and he was really wanting that pass to be just up a little bit higher so he could go ahead. But I'm just going to tell you, he's going to return one of these punts before the night's over.
Yep, it has been called. We'll see if it's delivered. That's a good kick right there.
Yeah,
excellent kick. Goes inside the 20, and they're just going to let it roll out. So flip the field a bit there. They mark it at the 17. 1:45 to go. I think they were having some internet issues earlier at the hospital, but again, just want to say, hello to Wade McDonald. If you didn't catch it earlier, thanks for watching, and everybody's thinking about you. And we said here, had some people with your name on some signs down below, and we know it's been a tough week for you, but we know that you're even tougher, and we heard some good news. Out of ICU into a regular room, already up and moving around. So stick with it, Wade. Can't wait to see you back out here on the football field soon.
Nice.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a face mask.
Yeah, he got through there in a hurry to make the play on Mecklenburg, but, you could tell when he slung him that.
Got Danny and Melanie Green are watching. Yeah, so good old easy F&M make first down for the Jackets. Well, easy for everybody except Mecklenburg. Whose
his neck will be sore.
Call him Mecklenburg. Bad joke, Bob. Oh, poor old Scamahorn. I don't know if I made you call the coin toss. They didn't quite get to, it's still first down, but it's going to be first and about 1.
Every offensive coordinator's dream right here.
And, of course, they keep it on the ground. Nice and easy. So it will be an F&M Bank first down across the 30 to about the 32-yard line.
Yeah, and that's Mecklenburg in there right now doing the work.
Sean, I only saved that for you. First down and 10. Oop, a little offside there.
Yeah, 3 they're kind of tiptoeing in. And
I think we probably have a fair we've seen the Dickson stands fill out, actually. It's good to
Yeah.
see their band is there and several fans, but I think we also probably have a fair number of viewers from Dickson. So, guys, welcome. We are very unprofessional and very slanted broadcast, but we're happy to have you watching us tonight here.
Yeah, and I've got some high school friends from, that are down around there. Got a kid on the team, and we're very biased, but we're very funny.
Sternberger, yep. There's Sternberger with the pass. I believe that's Jarrett Birdwell.
That's Dick. No, it is Birdwell.
Yep.
You're right.
Not too many 6'3" guys out there, and that time that deep pass, Sternberger needed some time to allow that play to develop. His offensive line gave it to him, and Birdwell with the big reception. Let's go over the starters real quick. Your Cimarron Electric offensive starters. Left tackle Wrigley Kennedy, left guard Omar Ramos tonight. Your center, a different starting center tonight. That's Grayson Bromlow started at center. Right guard TJ Parker. And Rigo Padilla starting at right tackle. We got a first down play here, and you have first up man-to-man coverage out there. And what are you going to do? You're going to attack it.
Yeah, that's the old Superman Tyler Wallace throw there.
If they're going to give it to you, you take it. And it's another F&M make first down. The Jackets have a inside that Kingfisher Electric red zone. Was that Birdwell again?
I'm still trying to look.
Testing your
No,
eyes.
it's Taylor. 15. He come off that side right over here to the slot.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Jackets. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown. I'll tell you, these uniforms are just brutal.
Yeah, remind me, I'm going to go down at halftime. I'm going to bring us another pair.
Another Dickson timeout. This is brought to you by Medic Pharmacy and Gifts of Kingfisher. We got 14 seconds left in the quarter. We're going to stay right here. Again, as the Jackets already up by 2 scores and threatening to make it another. Gonna check on, see what Cashin is doing right now. See if they're taking it easy on the old Winniewood or 28-0 in the first quarter, so about as expected there. Cashin making a likely run to deepen the playoffs, possibly back to the state title game. Just a super talented team. 15 miles down the road from here. A little less than halfway between here and some Missy's Donuts. 1st and 10 for the Jackets. Sternberger's going to roll left, throw left. Easy completion, easy touchdown. This is Express Pharmacy touchdown from 12 yards out.
Number 2 for Stevenson.
Was that Cade Stevenson?
Mm-hmm.
So 12-yard pass to Cade Stevenson. And again, I don't think he got close to full speed on that one, as that comes with 6.6 seconds left in the first quarter.
He, like Deion Sanders, just fast enough to keep the guy behind him away.
That's all you need. Extra point is up and through, so the Jackets lead this one 21-0. Again, let's just keep it right here because we're going to take another break here in about 6.6 seconds. Felt like I was forgetting something during that last time out, and I was. I want to say, let's see, we got Robbie, Jamie, and Tegan Poole are watching. Robbie spent some time in a KHS uniform, I do believe.
Well, and we talked about Swish there during the break. The offensive line has, they've just gotten better.
Yeah.
Every week. Just they're young. They're good sized and pretty inexperienced starting the year.
Very inexperienced, yes.
And that's. I can assure you, if you're number 7 out there, you're wanting to see those guys progress and get better and better.
Yeah. Scamhorns got it up on the big screen now.
Was he lounging by the fire pit or what?
Yeah. He's got a nice chest in there. Bank First kickoff coming up. Did I say that out loud?
Yeah, you said what, hot chocolate? That was
Yeah,
you said?
I think so.
Yeah, this game's a big hot chocolate drinker.
That one fielded at the 20.
Oh, loose ball there,
Yeah.
but they're going to say, oh, no, they're pointing our way.
That is the Jackets ball. Let's see who comes out of there with it.
20.
So turnover by the Jackets. That's Cade Cooper.
Cade Cooper, yeah.
Well, Dickson, not a chance there as the Comets turn it over. Cooper with a fumble recovery, and Kingfisher with less than a second to go, I believe. .9 second on the clock. Kingfisher at the Dickson 27. Well, give it to Mecklenburg. He gets the first down, gets upended, but he gets inside the 15. Evan Embank first down on the final play of the quarter. It's all Kingfisher. Looking to be like more Kingfisher in the second quarter. We're going to take a timeout. Be back with more after this.
The Shed Grill and Bar in Kingfisher, owned by locals Brent and Steph Snyder, offers everything from burgers to a variety of salads and specialties such as chicken fried steak, pulled pork baked potatoes, and catfish. We also offer sandwiches, wraps, a variety of tacos, and popular appetizers. Gluten-free and light options are also available, as is a full bar with 6 different draft beers on tap and a variety of Shed signature cocktails. Located at 1505 South Main Street, the Shed is open 7 days a week. That's the Shed Grill and Bar. Good food, good friends, good times.
Pioneer Security is a proud sponsor of Kingfisher Jacket Football. Protecting what matters most has been our priority for the last 40 years. Our local technicians are licensed, certified, and here to serve you 24/7. We specialize in residential and commercial security alarms, camera security, and even fire systems. Join the winning team and make Pioneer Security your first line of defense. Go Jackets!
All right, just about to start second quarter here. The Jackets with a 1st and 10 at the Dickson 13-yard line after that Mason Mecklenburg run. 14-yard run on the final play of the first quarter, one that belonged, with a really exception of one play, belonged to Kingfisher. 21-0 Jackets in this 3A playoff contest. Little pitch right. And way, keep your feet there. Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown. Mason Mecklenburg showing some power at the end of that one.
Yeah, patience and power. Kind of let the defense get past him and powered on through.
Well, that took 9 seconds. Yeah,
Stevenson forgot that he.
Cade, we need a holder.
Yeah, we're gonna.
You don't
need
get the
to-
whole night off. Extra point up. And
Just because you
perfect.
didn't score the touchdown, you still have to go out there and do that.
All right, 9 seconds gone in the second quarter. It's Kingfisher 28, Dickson 0. We'll be back.
The city of Kingfisher continues to grow. New housing additions, new retail businesses, airport expansion, new restaurants are all a small part of what's taking place here. Kingfisher Electric proudly powers that growth, as well as your home, your business, and the Kingfisher Yellow Jackets. That's Kingfisher Electric, your local municipal public power service provider, keeping Kingfisher and the Yellow Jackets charged for our future.
All right, Jackets led at 21-0 at the end of the first quarter and scored the first play of the second quarter, but here's the first quarter stat for you. Total yardage. You want to guess the numbers here?
I'm going to guess Kingfisher 126
Okay.
and Dickson 16.
Okay. Kingfisher 218, Dickson 5. Comets averaging 0.4 of a yard per play. Jackets 16.8. So that summed up by the score as well. Kingfisher 153 yards on 8 rushes. Dickson managed 18 yards on 9 carries. Of course, they've been dropped for a couple of losses, which has hurt their overall. Sternberger, he's completed all 5 passes. Just
True.
one of them to Dickson, 65 yards, 4 of 5. Campbell 1 of 5 for the Comets. No passing yards right now. Bank first kickoff, Munoz. This has high and short written all over it. It was. And a good pursuit by Kingfisher.
Yeah. Ball popped out again, but he was down.
That was Carson Pettifer again.
Yeah, you got Slade Snodgrass in there.
Will Taylor, Jarrett Birdwell each had 3 tackles in that first quarter.
Yeah, Will was flying around there pretty good that first quarter.
Comets at their own 28. 15 seconds gone in the second quarter. McDonald keeps it. Nice spin move. Lowers his shoulder, breaks tackle. Still going. Gets across midfield.
You better not decide you're going to go 3/4 on him, because
No.
he'll light you up.
27-yard run there. Gets it across the midfield to the 45. That must have been, was that Smith on that carry, number 4?
No,
So-
it was your 21 that was carrying it.
All right, well, that'll help the average regardless. First down doesn't get much more than a half a yard there. It'll be second down and 9.
Yeah, you got Borelli in there on that one.
It showed chance of rain tonight, but
Yeah, they kind of called it off this afternoon. Looked like it was going to be east of us.
just not much in the state at all. Well, they gave him a full yard on that carry. And they're going to take 5 back. So a pleasant evening.
Yeah, without that wind, it's really it's not bad
yeah.
out there.
Not much of a wind. It says it's 54 degrees. I don't know about that, but it's pleasant in the press box.
Yeah, it's definitely 54 in here.
Not a breeze. Second down and 14. Smith. Maybe a yard?
Yeah, Snodgrass. Quickly there.
Yeah, Snodgrass was all over the place last week. That was, I felt, one of his, not one of, his best game. And
Yeah.
not just in the number of tackles, but he made some big plays.
Yeah, some of those, if he hadn't made the tackle, it was not going to be good.
Third and long for the Comets. So looking for something good to happen, and it's going to have to happen after this timeout. Yeah, let's keep it here. Dave's got lots to talk about.
Well, I mean, one thing we talked about before the broadcast we hadn't talked about is, obviously we had a huge signing day here.
Yeah.
And, we're watching football, so we'll talk about Cade Stevenson first off. I mean, that Iowa State come rolling in there. That's big time right there.
Yep, he's now officially has Big 12 interest. Prior to that, you could say North Texas was the biggest school to look at him, and now he's got Iowa State knocking on the door. But Yeah, that signing class. Had six athletes that signed on Wednesday, National Signing Day. Had one signed the week before. We'll get into specifics in the second half. I have a feeling we're going to need to talk about that.
True.
We've, maybe 6 more before this year's over.
Yeah.
In this class, so it's a special group, and Kingfisher has been successful in multiple sports for 3 or 4 years now, and this group is a big part of that. Not the only part, but a big part of that. Nothing doing really on third down, a game of about 4 for the Comets.
Yeah, Caleb Dick and Taylor well in there.
So Bennett was brought down, and you got to wonder here if you're Dickson. Nope, you punt it.
They're trying to hedge my bet. Uh-oh. I might have just got helped there.
Yep. So another Pioneer Security defensive stand.
Uh-oh.
They must know about your bet because they're going to make it tough. Well, just need a block here. Got it. Walls forming over there. Another block here. There he goes. There is your Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown. Is there any laundry on the field?
No.
Touchdown Jackets.
Yeah. I'm not too sure Kay didn't. He said, hey, Caleb Dick, just take a break, man. Here, I'll get one for you real quick. He might have saw what I was seeing.
Ho-hum. $34-0. Jackets. Yeah, we're going to need something to talk about in the second half. Extra point is up and through. 8:45 to go in the second quarter. It's Jackets 35, Dickson 0. We'll be back after this.
F&M Bank provides friendly professional service every day at every location. Easy and efficient internet banking, overdraft protection, and many more services are what you can expect. F&M is happy to have the employees that have served you for years. Same friendly faces, same friendly people who pride themselves on knowing their customers by name and look forward to meeting each of your individual needs. F&M Bank, 8 locations to service you in Crescent, Edmond, Piedmont, Oklahoma City, Kingfisher, and Guthrie.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back.
Sounds like Kent's running the music tonight.
Yeah, it is. A little Van Halen here. 90 yards on that punt return by Cade. So do you get half credit for that?
Yeah, I mean, probably.
A little bit deeper on this one. Smith, nowhere to go. Solo tackle made.
Oh, Aaron De La Torre.
Flying in and making that tackle. Dickson at its 27. McDonald keeps this one, rolls, looks, throws, has a man who has a step and just beyond his reach. That might have gone for 6. That was Pettiford,
Yeah,
the intended receiver.
I mean, you kind of notice on the broadcast, I mean, there's been a couple of little, secondary guys kind of look at each other in the last couple of weeks like, eesh.
Yeah, when the palms go up,
Yeah.
bad things just happened. Well, or potentially happened. Again, talking with Coach Stan Blundell, he felt like Dickson does the right things. It's just executing them has been a bit of an issue. And there's a prime example.
Yeah, as you see. Sometimes it's about the Jimmys and Joes, right?
Yeah.
And we all know Plainview's down there and Ardmore's down there, and you get in a recruiting war down in that area, and Dickson's probably not going to win many of those battles. I'd be surprised if you see that kid right there.
That's Jay-Z Bennett, sophomore, catches the corner and gets a lot of that lost yardage back plus some. All of the lost yardage back plus some more. Be 3rd down and about 4. Let's say 5.
If you would put a window right here, Swish, I mean.
Yeah.
I'll put in a request
at
the
request.
Superintendent's office. I got some
If
pull.
anybody's listening that's got some pull, watching, and nothing going there. Tackle for a loss.
A flag come flying in there too, so.
I think that's going to be a hold probably that's going to be denied.
Yeah.
Or declined, I should say, not denied. Yep. Well, another Pioneer Security defensive stand. That time I saw Caleb Dix tell somebody, you stay over there. I'm staying out here right now.
I'm going to guess this one doesn't get punted straight down the field.
Do we have a good chance of catching this one?
Well,
that's a good kick.
Turns it over.
Fielded at the 35-yard line. Got to make sure you don't get a block in the back of there. They don't.
Oh.
Caleb Dick breaks the tackle on the sideline. Gets another block and not long enough, but he's pushed out of bounds at the 24.
I should get half credit for that one.
Yes. So you get 2 half credits. So you now get a full credit.
I believe I heard my counselor say that.
I was going to say, that sounds like a lot of what I heard in college. Really, I heard a lot of, no, you don't get 2 half credits to get a credit.
I tell my kids all the time I had a 4.0 my first year. You need to see if you can do what I do. I said I had a 1.8 and a 2.2.
Sounds like 4 to me. Jackets take possession at the 24 of Dickson. 7:47 to play.
25.
Yep. Pass completed. I'm not going to pretend like I know who that is.
I think that's Taylor. Oh, no, that's Denton Townsend.
Well, Denton Townsend, the senior, with the reception. 1st down. Good throw there by Sternberger.
Here comes the beef.
Almost look like Sternberger's giving away the play there. You run right here.
Yeah, follow those big people.
1st and goal. Well,
oh,
little something different there.
Austin Evans there.
There he is.
Tank.
Big sophomore. Harrison Evans. Did you say Austin?
I said Austin. I did, yeah.
Well, Austin probably wishes he could throw the old pads back on, but Harrison just lowered his shoulder there, and we're seeing Bynum, number 25. I think he's showing the effects of that. In fact, he's walked out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
Going
to need a collarbone check.
He caught a dose of big number 30, who had a full head of steam, and it did not go well for Bynum. I hope he's okay. But Evans just, it almost looked for a second like he might be slowed and stopped, but he just powered on through that for the 3-yard touchdown run.
No, I'll be honest with you, I hadn't really seen Harrison Evans, and we were doing physicals before school started, and he come walking in the door, and I was like, whoa.
I saw his parents last night, and that's what I told them when I came out to the first practice of the year, and I was walking up, and I saw this kid in, a helmet, no pads in. I was like, well, who's this kid? Because he doesn't look like anybody I know. And so I asked, they said, it's Harrison Evans. I was like, well, he's the one that really grew up over the summer.
Yeah.
And he's really played like it this year. He's blossomed into a solid weapon on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, could be the best tight end we've had here in years.
Years and years and years. Really been
love you, big guy.
Sparse at that position. Well, it was a Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown.
I'm going to guess he's got a PlayStation something in one hand and TV on the other. He might not even hear us.
Delatorre with the kick. It's up and through. 7:04 to play in the second quarter. We're going to keep it right here, 42-0. There'll be a lot of keep it right here tonight. We are just like, as I said, 2 weeks away, conceivably, from the start of the basketball season. December 1 is scheduled to be the first home game, and I've mentioned it to some people this past week about potentially sponsoring, but if anybody's interested in it, we are planning to do a big slate of games this year. I haven't even talked to Dave to see if Dave's up to do some games. Put somebody on the spot on the air.
I'm so in.
But yeah, look, this year we don't know what's going to happen. We played a lot more football this year than a lot of people thought we would. Basketball right now is going to happen, but it's, I think we're going to see some slowdowns here and there. I think we're going to see some schools right now. In fact, Okarche's shut things down for a couple weeks. But, hopefully we have some form of basketball season and some form of closure to this basketball season. But, in Kingfisher's guidelines right now for basketball, they're obviously allowing fans. Right now they're not limiting fans, but they are encouraging people to watch KingfisherSports.tv. We will definitely broadcast every home game. We're going to try to make most every road game. There's a couple of road games we won't do because, like at Chisholm also broadcasts on the Squirtle.tv network. They're going to broadcast that game, so we're not going to go double that up. The Wheat Capital tournament is at Chisholm. They're going to broadcast all those games, so we won't go double that up. The Lady Jackets are playing in a tournament in Woodward as we're having this bank first kickoff. Going to be fielded at the 20. Starting to see them move their guys around.
Yeah, don't kick down. Don't kick down.
Jay-Z Bennett, again, he just kind of got a little extra speed there. But, it's a weird schedule, Dave. I don't know if have you looked at the schedule?
I have not.
Okay, so December 1 is at home. And not another home game is scheduled until the Buckle of the Wheat Belt Invitational.
Oh, wow.
But then from then on, there's only one road game. And so it's going to be road heavy to start the year.
Can you get us in at Tulsa?
Tulsa, unless they've changed it the last 2 years, Tulsa Public Schools host the tournament champions, which the boys is playing in. 1st and 10 play here for the Comets. Goes nowhere twice. Tulsa Public Schools host that, and we'll check, of course.
Glover. Clever.
Yeah.
Listen to us, Glove. Come on, buddy. Pull some strings.
Unfortunately, out of his hands. 2 years ago,
No.
TPS,
He knows somebody.
He knows Gil Cloud well.
Yeah.
But they didn't allow, as there's a flag on the field, it's going to be against Kingfisher. They didn't allow live streaming. I think they're afraid it's going to hurt attendance. Maybe they'll reconsider this year, and if they do, hopefully we'll be in consideration to be up there. It will be played at the BOK Center this year, 28th through the 30th. First and about 7, the Jackets going to.
Yeah, left tackle there got leaning.
So, point is, we again plan to do tons of boys and girls games this year. That's travel, costs, and so if anybody's interested in sponsoring this year, you can get your message out to what's going to be big audiences. Because I think crowds in gyms are going to be less and less. People are going to be encouraged to watch, and B, both Kingfisher teams this year are going to be really exciting to watch.
The girls, man, yeah. I'm excited to watch them.
Once they get fully healthy and get everybody going, they're going to be an exciting athletic team. And the boys. If they can catch a break here or there, they're going to be 500 this year. Second down and about 7. But no, so.
And Coach, you said Coach Spears, the girls program, brother. He's got it going. They do some really good things.
It's an athletic group.
I like to give Cade Stevenson a lot of credit, but I also like to tell him that he might be the second best athlete in his family.
Well, there's interception there, far side of the field. Jarrett Birdwell with the big 2-5.
Going up for the rebound there.
He'll be one of those Jackets.
Yeah, I saw your Stoney from one end to the other that you put out there today on Facebook on my call when I got a little excited.
Oh, yeah, man. I tried to upload multiple videos to that, actually, because you had a couple excitable calls.
Yeah.
And it was that kind of year.
Well, yeah. And that one especially because you just kind of had been waiting on him just to get there, and boy, when he did.
Well, I've been to a couple practices, and he's
there.
He's getting there even easier now.
If that's possible. Taylor there on the carry.
Tate Taylor. Really glad to see him stay healthy all year. He's taken a couple bumps and bruises, been banged up a little, but for the most part, he has stayed healthy.
And you don't see what he does on the backside of the defense. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
He really protects over there, and he's in the right spots.
Well, not much going there, so it's going to be 3rd down and long. Jackets really haven't been on a lot of 3rd downs tonight.
Yeah. Stevenson getting cut out.
And Dave's got to get his glasses here. I'm sorry my print's not large. 3rd down and 10. Jackets going to go for it all. It's just got to get the bird. Well, it's going to be picked off after it was tipped by 2 people. Some bad luck there. Stevenson with the tackle. Well, what's that flag coming in for? Didn't look like there was a face mask, but.
You don't call that a horse collar, is he?
Nope.
Okay. I think that's what he wanted to call it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. It looked a little bit funny because the jersey come up, but it was under the shoulder pads.
Well, second turnover of the half by the Jackets. Dickson has it.
Yeah,
It's
that
on
one kind of
30.
floated on Jack's
Yeah.
there.
Got a little quack quack on it. And first down and 10. Oh, could have had another hold call there, but usually if a player starts to run the other way and he jerks quickly back the other way, it's a hold, but no call there. So, let's see, we got but I would like to, shameless plug, encourage folks to pick up a copy of this weekend's Kingfisher Times and Free Press. It features photos of all of the signees from Wednesday. Photos taken by Kingfisher KHS Photography's Grace Stinnett. She was at all of them, but then also kind of wrapped it up with a front page story. The fact that you saw Ian Doherty signing with OSU and Bijan Cortez signing with OU, obviously rival schools, but talking about how they're basically lifelong friendship trumps that, any kind of perceived rivalry between OU and OSU, and how those two were right there by each other all day long and side by side.
Yeah, I remember those two.
Really pulling for each other.
Those two playing kids-style hoops, back when they were.
That was probably fair.
Yeah, 3rd, 4th grade. Yeah. I'm pretty sure they weren't on the same team back then. They probably kept them separated to make it a little more. Looks like we're short a few bodies out there.
Well,
nice of Dickson to wait on us.
Another Pioneer Security defensive stand by Kingfisher. I think it goes without saying, we'll have a rather short second half to make up for this marathon of a first half.
3 hours and 2 minutes back to Dickson, so they're probably not going to argue too much about.
There was talk of them playing this game last night to avoid potential weather, and it's turned out, like I said, beautiful night, so it doesn't matter. But Dickson, they said no thanks. I don't, their administration didn't want their kids getting home that late on a school night, which is completely understandable. And Kingfisher also had its own conflict, a National Honor Society induction last night. A lot of these kids you're watching here tonight were inducted into the Honor Society as Sternberger pulls it down, picks up huge chunks of yardage on the ground. F&M make first down across the 40, all the way down to the 32-yard line maybe.
Yeah, that was 21 over there for Dickson. He got out in front of it. Jackson kept him contained, or he was headed to the house.
So 1st and 10. Jackets, 3 receivers to this near side. Oh, how about a penalty flag? Well, oh, there's an assist on that tackle.
It's got to be Mecklenburg, right?
That was a long run for a 3-yard loss.
Oh, no, that was Cade. Oh, no, that's.
Dude, we can't see numbers at all.
Oh, that was Will Taylor, maybe.
It's all just a guess.
It's Cade.
Well, 1st and very long. 3:43 to go in the half. All Jackets leading this one 42-0. Glover had already tuned us out, was watching another game, and had somebody text him saying that we might be running his name down. I was like, Glove, we weren't dogging you at all.
Good Lord, nothing but love for that guy. Now,
I mean,
now back in 1988, whenever he was, coaching over there,
that bad
Fairview
school at the
or
Dome.
somewhere, yeah, we might have.
Well, the only way I could ever dog Glover is every time I get a chance, mention the time that I played the Monday night with him, and he had 9 straight bogeys on the front 9.
Uh-oh.
Well, easy. Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown there. Does that take Taylor?
I believe. Will Taylor.
Will Taylor with the touchdown from 39 yards. Sorry, Will. I mean, I'm very excited and happy for you, but 3 minutes ago the first half, it's 48-0.
Yeah, I just looked, and Cashin's up 56-0 just before halftime.
I could have called that one. Winniewood and Dickson could have rode part of this way together. Extra point up and good. Let's take a quick timeout. 3:01 to play in the first half. Kingfisher 49, Dickson 0.
Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher is unique in that it offers all the amenities of a modern pharmacy, but also takes you back in time with its legendary Snack Shack. Pharmacist Trevor Wilsick and Haley Metters provide you top-of-the-line experience in the full-service pharmacy, as Medic also offers free delivery and has a convenient drive-through. We also offer a wide range of cards and gifts, as well as a full line of Traeger Grill products. Hungry or looking for a refreshing treat? Stop by our Snack Shack, which serves lunch 5 days a week. It also features our old-fashioned soda fountain, where our staff prepares everything from shakes and malts to our famous Orange Aid. That's Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher. Call us at 405-375-3202 or come by at 119 West Admire.
All right, we're back. 49-0 Kingfisher. Will Taylor, we believe, with the Dennis's Express Pharmacy touchdown reception. Again, parents, if Dave hasn't given your player proper credit tonight,
I'm going to get some better binoculars at halftime.
It's because these are the worst uniforms anybody could wear.
Yeah, if they're on that hash mark, I mean, you can see them on this side of this hash mark, and that's about it.
No, I can see them on the sideline, and that's if they step across that white paint, I can no longer see their jersey number. Bank first kickoff for the Jackets.
We may need a backup bank first kickoff kid tonight.
Yeah.
Nice pursuit. Oh, that was Slade. So I was wondering why he's running off, but
we're not waiting for the second half for the running clock.
Big fan.
Got it right now. City manager Dave Slazicki dropped in to let us know.
Well, I think when they had to rehydrate the bank first kickoff kid there.
Yeah. Worst injury tonight was his cramps. Second down and 1. Dickson is, they're now part of the Squirtle.tv family. I don't know if they started doing football games this year or not. But I do know that they plan to do some basketball for sure. So they're going to a lot of the setup you see here with the ticker and stuff like that.
27 there, Louis Torres in the game. That was him making a nice tackle there, lone tackle.
About a minute away from halftime. Dave and I will have a brief halftime show. He'll do a song and dance, which is customary by the color commentator.
And I will dance.
Okay, Russell will provide the song then. Producer Russell Stitt. Has been referred to as the songbird of his generation. Well, there's a pickoff by Birdwell, I believe.
Here you go.
He's gets tripped up on the final play. His second interception of the game. Almost scored.
Needed a little patience there.
Yeah. 49-0 is your score. Jackets lead this one. We're going to take a timeout, come back with a halftime show, so stay with us.
Bank First is deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide. Towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Hi, I'm Representative Mike Sanders, and as a proud 1993 alumnus of Kingfisher High School, it's always brought me great joy to cheer on our Yellow Jackets. Here's wishing to the KHS football team good luck this season and to all Kingfisher High School athletics. Have a great year.
Since 1945, Kingfisher Body and Glass Shop has been operating as a family-owned and operated business that is dedicated to providing you with the highest quality service available. We have stayed true to our roots and remained right here in the same location at 504 North Main Street for over 75 years. At Kingfisher Body and Glass Shop, you can expect to interact with our friendly and knowledgeable staff. Our services include full body and framework, paintless dent repair, glass chip repairs, as well as full glass replacement. We also have a full-service shop for all of your auto needs. Give Kingfisher and Body Glass a call 24/7 at 405-375-4871.
All right, welcome back. Halftime here, the Class 3A playoff game between Kingfisher and Dickson, and it's all Jackets, 49-0. And let's stump Dave. Dave, total yardage for both teams is?
For both teams?
Yeah. Well, I mean, Kingfisher's total yardage is?
It's got to be 390.
Okay.
To
for Dickson, we have?
48.
Okay. The Jackets, 21 plays, 325 total yards for Dickson. 31 plays, 66 total yards. Amazingly, Kingfisher has 2 turnovers here in this game. It's still 49 points on the board. 11 carries, looks like 199 yards. Wolf getting close to halftime. He's got to get in there and refuel. So getting a little shaky here, which he tends to do on second and fourth quarter stats. Sternberger, again, doesn't have an incompletion. He's 8 of 10 for 126 yards. But just nothing going for Dickson, obviously. The goose egg on the scoreboard there shows them 3 of 8 on third down conversions. I don't recall them really converting 3 of those so far, but I know sometimes those get off. But 66 total yards for the Comets and close to or approaching 400 for the Jackets. Some individual stats, 8 of 10, 126 for Sternberger, as we said. Jarrett Birdwell, 2 catches, 51 yards. Cade Stevenson, 2 for 14. Will Taylor with that 39-yard touchdown. Denton Townsend, a 21-yard catch. Tate Taylor with a 5-yard reception. Cade Stevenson, 4 carries, 90 yards. Jack's 2 for 80. Mason Mecklenburg, 4 for 28. And Harrison Evans with that bullish 3-yard touchdown run.
ran about 60, but
Yeah. Louis Torres already 4 tackles, 5 for Kyle Borelli, 4 for Slade Snodgrass and Will Taylor. That's going to be kind of spread out tonight because we're going to see a lot of teams. But I guess we could sum it up. Coming in, we knew Kingfisher was. I mean, it was a foregone conclusion. Kingfisher was going to win. Needed to come out sharp, other than a couple of interceptions that, they are what they are. But it's been all Kingfisher. They've come out to take care of business tonight.
yeah, for sure. I mean, not. Here's the deal, Michael. You know as well as I do. It's hard for a coach to say, get guys motivated in this environment.
Yeah.
I mean, I mean, you know what's going to happen if you're, I mean, if they had 4 turnovers, it would still be, kind of where we're at.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
it is what it is, I guess.
Exactly, it is what it is, and like you said, especially this day and age when there's so much information out there, kids are going to know what they're up against. You can't really BS them, if you will. So they knew what they were up against, but they've come out and taken care of business, and it's 49-0. You can see there on the scoreboard we're about 16 minutes away from the start of the second half. We're going to take an extended timeout here. We hope you will rejoin us in the second half, because that's when it gets really entertaining. Dave and I got lots to talk about. We'll have a running clock, so we're going to talk fast. So stay with us. We'll be back in about 16 minutes. All right, we're back. Just about to start the second half. I say we're back. I'm back for now. Dave didn't pull a full-on Sean Scamelhorn and completely skip out on the second half a la Mount St. Mary a couple of years ago. But he went to find some quality binoculars. Like he said, he knows we're going to see some numbers we're not used to seeing out there in the second half. Jackets lead Dickson 49-0 in this one. Thank you guys for joining us. This broadcast brought to you by Johnson's of Kingfisher. Powered by Pioneer Cellular. Oh. Yeah. Somebody's a show off. So they zoom in and they're clear. Just put my little binoculars in my pocket. All right. I'll let Russell adjust your volume there. Dave has joined us. Man, he made it back by kickoff, too.
Yeah, it was a quick trip up and down bleachers.
Well, this one could go back. It's going to be at the 50-yard line.
Yeah, Tate Taylor there, and looks like we're going to come with the backup unit right here, right off the bat.
Well, I saw Sternberger throwing on the sideline. He might have been warming up whoever's going to play quarterback.
Yeah, because he's standing right here on the 47.
So it is Cooper at quarterback. He might get a heavy dose of running this half. He does get 5, maybe 6 yards, but there is a flag down.
And it is okay, folks, that he goes out of bounds because the clock is not going to stop.
Yeah, we got that baby running. Hey, we want to wish the KHS cheerleaders good luck tomorrow.
Yes.
They're at Game Day State. Moore High School qualified with last weekend's performance at regionals.
Pan down.
He can't hear us up there. That's the next purchase
the next one.
for
Gotcha.
Mike Social Media. Hopefully that'll be the MMS Construction headsets.
I told you I got some at home.
Moore High School, 1:45 p.m. is when the Lady Jackets will perform at Game Day State. So good luck to them, Karma Reagan and her crew. That penalty pushed the Jackets way back.
It's bad when you got to use glasses and binoculars, Michael. That's when it gets bad.
No comment.
Barton there on the carry, by the way.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, if the score is correct, we assume it is. I mean, only 21-7, Lone Grove over Mount St. Mary, which Mount St. Mary, of course, we didn't get to see them. They weren't awful this year. Hey, Rana, 2 flags so far this half. Good luck till you get through the half, Rana.
Nice run there by Dallin Barton, though. Just had a little help somewhere through there.
If you guys do want to see a 3A bracket, go to OSSAA.com. They've got a sports tab up there. Just go to football on the sports tab, and then there's a link to go to the bracket for each class, and you'll see Kingfisher on there. Potential matchup next week with Lone Grove here. Should the Jackets win that one, then looking for a trip to Tulsa and Holland Hall, the Dutch.
that have a big, mean defensive lineman.
Ostrowski, or
Yeah.
his dad played at Tulsa.
Yeah. And, 9 years in the league, I think?
Yeah. So. Hey, Ron is still watching. Third down and about 26. Timeout called by Jeff Myers.
Something he didn't like there.
You're probably going to chew a little rear. Say, hey, I know what the score is. That doesn't matter. They do stop the clock. We'll go ahead and keep it here.
Well, we can kind of talk about that 3A bracket and how it, breaks down. Obviously, you're in our side there. I mean, you've got Kingfisher, and obviously that doesn't do me any good if I can't find the other thing. Hull and Hall, but then you got your Heritage Hall, and you got your privates in the other part of your private schools in the other part of the bracket there, and it's what it's you're going to see the same teams that you've seen it come down to,
There you go. He found his glasses.
You've got Heritage Hall and Verdigris, one side of it. It's kind of the same names you've seen.
Martin with the carry there. Going to pick up about 10 yards, but well shy of the first down.
Yeah, and I don't know much about Kingston, Michael. Now you might know.
Well, I mean, Kingston won the district, beat Sulphur to win the district. Also, obviously beat Lone Grove. Undefeated, I believe.
And it looks like, last time I checked, it looks like we might get to see what Perkins can do against them.
Yeah. Perkins is one of those teams you just knew they lost some good kids. It was going to take a little time to kind of figure out what that team was and get some of those younger kids, the ones who are going to really establish themselves.
Yeah, how about 42-7? They're up at halftime, so I think we're definitely going to get to see Perkins and Kingston.
Sabrina Nault watching. Glad to have her watching. Caleb Dick's aunt and uncle. Ryan and Lisa, they're watching, as always, from Dallas. And I heard yesterday, a lot of the Dick family watches. A lot of Harrison Evans family watches from out of town. Good tackle there in the backfield.
Not doing my job, am I?
Well,
it's actually Kent's fault. We should be able to hear him.
Who's his spotter? Why hasn't he spoken up? I'd like to thank you, sir, for filling in tonight for Scammellhorn, and you'll be right here next week too, right?
Sure.
2-week contract.
Yeah, that'd be all right.
Scammellhorn was already scheduled to be gone next week, and
is he going to be gone to his back porch again, drinking
James.
hot chocolate?
Well, hot chocolate probably will be partooken, but I think he had a hunting trip scheduled.
Oh, nice.
That he did not invite me to. I mean, I'm not a hunter, so I don't know why he would, but feelings are still a little hurt.
Yeah, a little effort.
Swarm of Yellow Jackets in on that tackle. Already at the 5-minute mark of the third quarter. So, Dave, you talked about signing day. We'll go through that list real quick in my head. Baseball-wise, that was the last group to sign of the day. We had Brady Friesen signing with Redlands Community College. TJ Parker, who we see out here tonight on the defensive front for the Jackets. He's going to NOC Tonkawa. Then, of course, Ian Doherty signing with Oklahoma State University, fulfilling his commitment from his sophomore season. Well, they're trying to wrap up Smith, but he's not wanting to go down that easily. Finally, they get him down. I don't think he gets the first down, but
Yeah, there's younger Birdwell, Judd Birdwell, stepping up, knocking him out of bounds there.
Earlier in the day at the golf course, we had Maddie Camus sign with OCU. Again, fulfilling a long-time commitment there. And I've asked her this before. I've known the answer, but I wanted her to say it again. It's like, how many times do you get asked, why aren't you going to a quote-unquote bigger school? OCU is an NAIA program, and Maddie no doubt could have had her pick of a number of Division I schools.
One in Stillwater, I know for sure.
But, she picked OCU early, and she said, to her, the size of the school doesn't matter. It's the fit. And for her, OCU with Coach McCauley had a tremendous bond with he and his wife. And she said just, from the start, she knew that was the place for her, and she knows that's where she wants to get her education. Plus, it's a place that's won 8 national titles and has dozens of All-Americans on its list. So, I mean, it was it's a good pick for her. And it's pretty close to home, too. That helps.
Yep. Lots of Lincoln West is what she'll be seeing.
So, Maddie goes there. And then earlier in the day, we had Bijan Cortez signing to go to OU and Matthew Stone signing to go to the University of North Texas. So there you have 3 Division I signees in one day in one class. Could have been 4, like we said. I said all that about Maddie to say she definitely could have gone to Division I.
She, as good as Bijan is and as good as Matthew Stone is,
she's
might be the odds on.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly.
You look at the junior golf rankings, and right now she's in the top 60. She's been in the top, 30. That thing goes up and down just depending on how many tournaments you play in and qualifying tournaments. But she's considered the best in her class in the state right now. So
I'm afraid she showed up to your Wednesday night game. She'd be the best on the course.
That's not. It's not real hard to do. Well, Coach Patterson's pretty good. He's pretty solid. But, yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, she puts us to shame.
Yes.
I mean, when you consider the other one that plays with us is Jared Reese.
And she bombs it, too.
Yes, she does. So, and as we said, the class isn't done. Well, the week before, Olivia Wilcox signed with Mid-America Christian University for softball. This week, Mia Farrell is going to sign with Southwestern Christian for softball. Will Taylor and Tate Taylor, pretty strong, or I have a pretty good feeling they're going to sign somewhere to play baseball. Britt Taylor is probably going to go somewhere and play basketball. Maverick Ridenauer has at least one offer to go play basketball. Jarrett Birdwell will probably have offers for football and basketball should he choose. And then you have, as we talked about, Cade Stevenson. He's got a half a dozen Division I football offers. And then he's going to have multiple baseball offers to choose from. So this class, when all is said and done,
it is.
We're going to look back on it and say, that's one of the most talented to ever walk these halls. We've had talented classes. I mentioned, that 2014 class had 6 football signees alone.
Yeah.
2 of them were Division I. Caden Jackson, Wyoming. Jay Sternberger went to Kansas. Heck, he signed 2 D1 scholarships. That's how good Jace was.
Yes.
Under a minute to go here in the third quarter. But this is an excellent group, and it was a fun day to hop around. I had to go to 3 different places, but I didn't care because not too many days as a sports writer from a small-town newspaper get to go, do 6 signings in various places and essentially 4 of them be just big-time signings, and that's what that was. So it was a fun day. Into the third quarter, we can just keep it right here.
And I just throw something out there, and obviously, if I'm a rodeo coach somewhere, I'm gonna come see Will Taylor and Tate Taylor.
There's no doubt about that. Yeah.
I think they could. That to me just looks like that's right up their alley.
We got let's see, Okay, the Dick's cousins are watching. Brian and Lauren, they're watching from, well, they're either going to be, this is either Louisiana or L.A. I'm not sure which one.
I'm going to guess Louisiana.
Okay, so we're thinking Louisiana, so hopefully, Ryan, you can clarify that for me.
Well, they're going to have to pan down on the camera if they want to see their cousin Caleb.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to get to.
He's not going to be getting much action here in the second half, as the Jackets are easily going to advance to the second round of these playoffs. Oh, there's something, Dave, I need to ask you about.
Oh, boy.
And maybe we've talked about this off the air. Okay, yeah, we did. See, okay. I get the text now. I was thinking something different from, I was told to ask you about your chicken fries. I was thinking,
oh, yeah,
like some form of, has Dave come up with a new recipe for, oh, there's a touchdown by the Comets to give them something to cheer about.
Yeah, let's just say that I'm not a world-class chef, and there is some stupidness in my world that I've created a lot of pain on myself.
Yeah.
And I learned a hard lesson, and I want to thank Trail Creek Wellness and Mercy ER and several other people that kept me hydrated.
Obviously, it's chicken fried steaks.
Yes. Yeah.
See, I sent that earlier by somebody. You may or may not know them. Initials may or may not be CC.
Yeah. I know that guy. Not surprising.
May or may not be in the Yukon Mustang area tonight.
Yeah.
Comets going for 2.
He's there.
And they convert. So they've outscored Kingfisher 8-0 here in the second half. There went Stem Blundell's shutout.
He's mellowed.
Yeah. A lot of them have.
This is when Coach Meyer has to count hats.
$49-8 is your score. We're at the 10-minute mark now. Have Jeremiah Hill back on the camera tonight. Working man.
168 hours a week.
Yep. We'll be back here provided we get approved. We'll send in our application for next week's game. Provided we are approved for that, we will bring you next week's contest between what appears to be Kingfisher and Lone Grove, and that'll be.
Just don't forget the check switch.
Right here in Kingfisher. I think Scammahorn. That's part of Scammahorn's job. Send that in each week. About guarantee you he's no longer watching. Well, there's a big stick at the 30.
Dallin Barton again.
We talked about being excited about basketball, and Bijan Cortez and Matthew Stone, 2 Division I signees. They've started since their freshman year. 82-3.
Yeah, never lost on their home court.
That's pretty special.
Name the 3 losses. I mean, I know obviously one's Heritage Hall.
Booker T.
Yeah.
And Bethany.
How many of those did you call? Just one, right? You were on Bethany call?
You were on the Bethany call.
Was I? Dang.
I was at the state tournament. Yeah. Booker T, nobody called.
No, I was there. That was a gift.
That was a game where I'd put Jet Sternberger at about, say, 30% for that tournament. He was sicker than a dog.
Looked like a kid playing with the flu.
You hear him talking, nothing came out of his mouth, or no sound came out. And then that Booker T game, the Jackets were up 6 or 7 in the third quarter, and Bijan picked up maybe his third foul, maybe his fourth, I don't remember. But he went to the bench, and Booker T was able to get back in that one and eventually take the lead. But Jackets almost came back and won it at the end, or had a chance to tie. Only loss in that 2019 season. Booker T, yeah, they were decent, just won the 6A title.
There's your Cade Cooper with the first down.
Evan Embank first down, 6.5 to play in this game. Oh, he's got a chance to go big here.
Oh,
good
nice
open
play.
field tackle. Brian Jennings.
Yeah.
Even patted Cooper on the back. Second down and about 3.
Let's see if I flip over here and see if Shaq called the dogs off yet. Yeah, and he's going to go too.
Yeah.
Nice cutback, found the gap.
Cooper got into the end zone, but
That's Class A, isn't it?
Crescent moved into the second round as they're set to play Rush Springs. Rush Springs called. Said, nah, we're not going to drive up. Coach J.L. Fisher said he didn't ask. He didn't know if it was due to an outbreak at the school or just them not wanting to play.
I think Shaq's got a softer heart than what you think. They're in the fourth quarter already.
Yeah. Oh, he's a softie. He's a fellow. Shaq is a fellow Disney World. I mean, and he's been way more times than me. But Shaq and I can talk a lot of Disney World. I've run into Shaq. Here's my first time. Is that Borelli?
No, that's Cooper.
Okay. 2015 was my first year to go, and I went during the fall, and it was fall break week, which a lot of teams play on Thursday. Who did I see at Disney World on Friday? Lynn Shackelford.
The big guy.
At Hollywood Studios.
Yeah,
after coaching a game on Thursday.
Yeah.
No, it was Epcot. My apologies. Three and a half to play.
Dallin Barton back receiving the direct snaps now.
Let's set up a third down and we'll say 8. Scamhorns both watching. Aaron maybe for the first time ever is watching.
She's got to listen to that dude all the time, every time.
Yeah,
else.
she's like, I don't want to listen to that guy for 2.5 hours. Oh, you're not there? Okay, I'll watch. Barton again, nice cut. Picks up your F&M Bank first down and gets close to the Kingfisher Electric red zone.
And the offensive line is, I mean, they're doing a nice job because it's not hard to figure out what's coming.
Not a lot of deception.
This is the old
student by left, student by right.
Yep.
Stick around. We'll take a commercial timeout at the conclusion of the game. Come back and wrap things up here. Yeah, we had a little movement there. That would, when I say a little, I really mean a lot. 1.5 minutes left on the clock.
I think D-Pat said time to switch guys. Oh, man, maybe not.
Yep. Solid run there on what? No, it won't be the final play. I'll take one more snap here, unless the officials just chew up their flags and swallow them.
I think that's going to.
About a 4.5 second difference. So Barton falls down there on second down, and that should do it, as we are 12 seconds away from this one being over. The headline here, Kingfisher shut out in the second half.
Outscored.
Outscored in the second half. Escapes 49-8. All right, we're going to take a timeout. Come back with some final stats, we hope. We'll see how shaky Wolf is here as he's heading back into the locker room. Come back with some final stats, some final thoughts, and more. Stay with us. You're watching Kingfisher High School Football here on KingfisherSports.tv.
When you're in the market for a new truck, what typically goes through your mind? Hi, it's John Johnson at Johnson's of Kingfisher. Is it make, the model, and from where? The Ram 1500s and 2500s are outstanding trucks, so it might just be the dealership you choose. At Johnson's of Kingfisher, our auto family has been providing Oklahoma families with quality trucks and great customer service for more than 90 years. Not many dealerships can say that. Come meet our family and take advantage of the great pricing on new Ram 1500s and 2500s during the Ram Power Days at Johnson's of Kingfisher.
Yes, sir. You simply can't beat the Ram 1500s and 2500s. Hi, it's Jeff Johnson here at Johnson's of Kingfisher. The 1500s and 2500s are Hemi-powered, designed for comfort and programmed with the latest technology. Start by first having a look at the new 1500s and 2500s featuring Ram Power Day pricing at johnsonsofkingfisher.com. Then come meet the kind of dealership found in a place like Kingfisher. From the showroom to our award-winning service department, find a friendly auto family right here at Johnson's of Kingfisher, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Same name, same family since 1927.
Interbank in Kingfisher serves the needs and caters to the economic strengths of the communities we serve with 15 statewide Interbank locations. Through our associates at each location, we strive to provide a high level of personal and professional customer service in a community bank setting while maintaining our commitment to personal integrity, customer service, and community involvement. We're ready to help with all your banking needs. Interbank in Kingfisher, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher is unique in that it offers all the amenities of a modern pharmacy, but also takes you back in time with its legendary Snack Shack. Pharmacist Trevor Wilsick and Haley Metters provide you top-of-the-line experience in the full-service pharmacy, as Medic also offers free delivery and has a convenient drive-through. We also offer a wide range of cards and gifts, as well as a full line of Traeger grill products. Hungry or looking for a refreshing treat? Stop by our Snack Shack, which serves lunch 5 days a week. It also features our old-fashioned soda fountain, where our staff prepares everything from shakes and malts to our famous Orange Aid. That's Medic Pharmacy and Gifts in Kingfisher. Call us at 405-375-3202 or come by at 119 West Admire.
And we are back, Interbank postgame show. Michael Swisher and Dave Cameron as the Jackets advance to the second/first round of the 2020 Class 3A playoffs with a 49-8 victory over Dickson. And Dave, actually, this is a first for me. We didn't just have a running clock in the second half. They started that booger in the second quarter at one point with about 3 minutes left in the second quarter. We got the word that they're running the clock from there on. So hence the abbreviated second half there. But the Jackets, we said at halftime, it's just kind of regurgitating what we said before. But 49-8 came out, took care of business, move on to the next round.
And it's a game film they'll never see.
Exactly. Doesn't appear that tonight that we didn't see anything on the sidelines or anybody that get help up. Didn't appear any of the Jackets got banged up seriously, so more good news there. It appears
Munoz might be a little bit tired. He had to ice his right leg.
A lot of bank first kickoffs tonight for Munoz and De La Torre. A lot of first half extra points there. Lone Grove was leading Mount St. Mary 35-7, so it appears Lone Grove will be making the trip north next week right here to Kingfisher for the second round. And, you know, I'm going to call it the second round because, I mean, it's still a playoff game. I know a lot of people call it the play-in game, but this will be the, I want to say in Myers' 17 years, the 16th time, 15th or 16th time to win at least one playoff game. Pretty impressive.
Oh.
A story that I was going to start before kickoff that I never got to. As I remember my first year here when Kingfisher entered Week 10, had a game at Millwood, had to win by X amount of points and get some help so to just make the playoffs, and they had a send-off for the bus downtown, you know, with an outside chance of just making the playoffs. And here we are, the Jackets are 21 straight years in, every year of Jeff Myers' 17-year career, and all but 1 year, I believe, the Jackets have won a first-round game. So just an impressive run there, the continuity and just the sustained success of this program. But just a solid all-around performance. Cade Stevenson, I think he ran, caught, punt return for touchdown. Then we saw, Jack Sternberger had a couple of interceptions. One of them just kind of got caught up in the air a little bit. Another one, receiver might have been able to help him a little bit on that one right there. Then we have defensively, some names that we called out: Al Munoz, Slade Snodgrass.
What was the name we kept? Louis Torres was the name we kept. We said it a lot tonight.
He had 4 tackles at halftime, but I haven't received the second half stats yet, so trying to see if we can get some of those. Wolf might have had to get on those that cold pizza before he was able to send anything. I want to say thanks again. Steve Sanders was also watching tonight. He's chiming in. I know he watches pretty much each and every week. So had good viewership tonight. Again, I want to say thank you to our sponsors who went above and beyond, and I want to single those out again. Of course, Johnson's, a Kingfisher, and Pioneer Cellular, Pioneer Security, Bank First, Dennis's Express Pharmacy, Cimarron Electric, Representative Mike Sanders, Kingfisher Electric, Medic Pharmacy, F&M Bank, The Shed Grill and Bar, Dr. Mac Diesel Horse, Interbank, Kingfisher Body and Glass, and of course Squirtle for all that they do for us here and helping make these broadcasts possible. That's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. I want to say thanks to Jeremiah Hill, Russell Stitt, and Dave Cameron. My name is Michael Swisher. We hope to see you here next week.